Hey guys, it's the Street Tea. We're back. We're back with the commentary of Married at First Sight. Listen, I've even taken a long time to come back and do a video because my jaw was on the floor. I'm still trying to hold my jaw together after what happened on Sunday. Can we talk about it? Can we get into it? So it's episode 12 and it's the recommitment ceremony. So all the couples are coming back and then they're going to read whatever decision that they've come into. And then firstly, we had the Mokoenas. So Dee and Kudzo were the first to come in. Dee was looking fly and have braids, and also Kudzo represented in a suit, looking really nice. And they stood. I was nervous. I think if you saw my last video, I said that nobody's gonna make it because I was just like, I don't know what's going on here. Because I think you know how it is when sometimes you want something to happen, but you can see that maybe it's not gonna happen, and then you decide to say that, you know what, actually I don't want anything. That was me, child. Okay. Anyway, so Dee comes and then she starts reading whatever she said she wrote, and then she's like, no, she would like to continue. I'm like, okay, this is good. Let's hear what the guy has to say. And then he also says that no, he wants to stay with her, which was great. I was really happy because they were my second favorite out of the four couples. And then so they go about their way, and I think she mentioned that they just need to improve on their communication style, which is something that we've mentioned on the last episode. And then we had the Ngwenyas. Yes, so we had Boitepo and Sebenzile. They also came. I was nervous. I'm like, not Sebenzile complaining about furniture now, you know what I mean? So what is gonna happen? Anyway, he comes in first, and then also Boitepo comes in looking fly as always. Love the hair. So she came in, and then okay, so she read out. Obviously, I knew she was gonna say yes. I just knew. So she says no, she would like to continue with this, and I just love the way she said Ngwenya. I'm like, I should try that more because for the life of me, listen, if you introduce yourself as whoever, that's who I'm calling you. I am not about to use your clan names. And Sabenzila also says yes. So that was good. That was really nice. So they really started us on the high. And I'm like, okay, I'm hopeful. This episode is just going well. But before Sebenzile started saying he's gonna stay, he took forever. Like he was saying, I find myself asking myself if I'm happy or I'm forced to be happy. I'm like, sir, listen, my broom was ready by the time, because I'm like, you know what, I'm writing it down. So if you don't say yes to this beautiful woman standing in front of you, I'm writing it down. That's it. Because what are we doing? But he said no. He's wanting to be a good husband to her. And then we had Tabang and Kumo. Kumo came out first. She was looking beautiful as well. And then this is like the part of the show that actually got my jaw on the floor, because I wasn't ready. I was not ready for what transpired, because I don't know, maybe because we didn't really see a lot of serious conversations between the two of them. So it was hard to think that anything, there was anything beyond the fun that was portrayed on the show, and Kumu not wanting to talk about anything serious with anyone. So she read out her vows first, saying that she's gonna stay, and then I'm not sure if Tabang didn't really catch that, or he just wanted to know for sure that she's choosing to stay, because at the end of it all, he asked, okay, then what's your decision then? And then she said, I'm staying, I think. And then he said, you think? I think she was just joking. Because even when she was reading her vows, she was really, well, it sounded sincere to me as well. I think Make also said the same thing. It sounded kind of sincere, and she was laughing as she usually does, So she's staying, and then Tabang pulled out a 4-page letter. In the words of the late Aliyah, he pulled out a 4-page letter, and he read it. He was like, it's been good. It was hard, but then they got close. Hey. And then that's when he dropped the bomb on us. Like, he alleged that Kumo wasn't fully in the experience. He found out that she was busy talking to someone, and she had a ghost account, allegedly, according to what Tabang said. So because of that, he's deciding not to stay. And then, in the deflating of it all, Kumu asked, okay, so I give you my PIN code and confidence, and you go through my phone. And then he was like, no, that's not the chat right now. I don't know what happened. Like, all these allegations, I mean, obviously we don't know. We weren't there. We don't know, like, the backstory of the backstory. So, yeah, there was like, what? I wasn't ready. I actually thought these two would continue. And if anything, maybe just continue dating, because I really thought that they were compatible. They were too similar. I don't know. Maybe sometimes positive and positive won't really go together. So there was that child. And what is this? Is this the clinical psychologist is so shady? Because he says that it's happy hour, like, because everybody needs to make sure that they cut people off. He says like it's hurt, but it's necessary. He was even shady even there before they started. He said this was a recipe for a disaster, like, in a good way. I don't know, what does that even mean? But anyway, that was them. It was really sad, but I just wanted to sink into the sand like her shoes were, because I was like, what is going on? What's going on? But anyway, I can't wait to see what they say next week, today, in the reunion. I wonder, does anybody know when they shot the thing, the reunion? Because I'm wondering if it's like Love is Blind, where they do the reunion after a year, and so that we get more tea. And then lastly, and definitely least, we had Tammy and Zitobile. Tammy, I don't know. Tammy will never beat the allegations, because, he's coming out saying that no, he's decided, he knows what to do. In fact, the decision lies on her, and whatever she decides, he'll be happy. Whether she says she's staying or she's leaving, he will be okay. Like, who says that if they really want to stay with the person? Because also, and he says that after manipulating her and saying, this is it for me. If this doesn't work, this is going to be the end. And that was like very awkward. Like, when they got together, they two, like, didn't compliment each other as much about the outfits. And then they start, and Zitobi just says, just read. And then he starts reading, as he was like reading that, saying there's a time for everything, I was thinking of that verse. There's time for everything under the sun. I thought that he says, no, now this is the time for us to part ways. But he says no, he wants to stay. And then Zitobile was confused. The way that it looked like she said yes because he was still committing to her. which is strange because I think like in situations like this, you need to do what you want to do, something that's like good for you as a person. And it just looked when she said that she's staying, Tammy looked like he was shocked. Like it was, I don't know, it was almost as if he was expecting her to say no. I don't know, I'm not really sure what is going on there. But anyway, after that, then says, "Oh, thank you for choosing me. Thank you." I'm not sure, all remains to be seen. I can't wait to see the reunion later today. And then let's just finally close this chapter and see what happened at the end. So yeah, I'll try to do the video early this time around. Hopefully my jaw won't be on the floor anymore. So yeah, anyway, that's it. Please comment, like, and share. Let's talk about it.